This is the monthly horoscope for Cancer for the month of March 2023. Hello, my fabulous crabs. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing, and thank you for everyone who has. If you would like a reading with me, check out the link in the description box below. So on March 2nd at 5:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters Pisces in your 9th house. Mercury is a detriment in Pisces, actually a fail, and Mercury is also a fail in the 9th house. So you can be daydreaming more than usual. You may not get a lot done with this energy. You can be very cerebral and very much in your head at this time. So you can suffer from bouts of depression with this energy. You have a difficult time dealing with your responsibilities, or you can find yourself getting lit more than usual, or you can be having a difficult time getting a grip on reality or your responsibilities. You're spending more time on the internet at this time with this energy. You can be spying on somebody that you have a crush on with this energy instead of like talking to them, and your thoughts and your fantasies turn more to places that are far away or towards the person that you're crushing on. For some of you in college, you could be traveling. This could be very much, you can be more invested in your social life. For those of you who are in your late teens or in your teens or your 20s, you could be very much invested in your social life and wanting to spend time with your friends. This could also be traveling for the sake of traveling. And then for others of you watching the Travel Channel or Vice on YouTube with different countries and stuff like that and wishing that you were there, you could be obsessed with them. You could be obsessed with particular errors. Like for me, anytime Mercury goes into 9th house, I like Pride and Prejudice. I like those type of things. I like William and Wallace. I normally get obsessed with with that married couple a lot. So I'm like always obsessed with Prince Edward and Wallace, you know. So it's like things like that going on in your life. So it's not the easiest energy for some of you here. Then on the 7th at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the full moon in Virgo in your 3rd house of communication. A busy time for you. You find yourself more out and about. You may become more involved in your community, or you could be more invested in other people's responsibilities at this time, or there's lots more communications with siblings, especially the females in your life. Your memory may be sharper than usual, and you can be going above and beyond for others, but it can be a bit too much for you. So careful how much you do or give to other people when it comes to love. And it's been a while for love, so it's not the best time for like YOLO moments, because you won't be able to handle it emotionally, because these are more like sexual relationships at this time. This is a boom bam thank you ma'am or online dating, and it could be possible that you could be ghosted by this person with this energy. So try not to make impulsive decisions in the name of love at this time, unless you know like this person like is really feeling you as well. I don't know, it just depends what's going on in your chart. It may not work out the way you wanted it to work out, so I would be careful with this energy. Other people, not the best time to give other people ultimatums. You don't like the way they're doing things at this time, and you're not going to like the answer that you're going to get at this time. So remember, everything is cause and effect, so try to be about bigger picture. Try to go more with the flow. This could be changes happening at work. Everything looks unfair. Not the best time going your way. You can feel like quitting your job for some of you. I feel like for some of you here, they may have had other plans for you with bigger responsibilities or put you in a leadership position, but then you blew it. So so you just need to like relax and just kind of go with the flow of 3 days before and 3 days after this energy. Then on March 7th at 8:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturn enters your 9th house. You're serious, you have a serious interest, you seek personal distinction in higher education. For some of you, this is a period that you're going to be going back to school. Philosophy and religion now interest you. You seek education as well, because you want to advance your social status, you want more money, you want a better paying job. Your business is likely to deal in education, law, publishing, religion, and travel. For others of you, while Saturn is direct, this is a good time for online businesses, or those of you in media and social media. You're good at detailed work and often seek positions of power in educational or religious institutions. You're apt to take long trips for business or for status. Your belief system is judged on its practical value and social stability. For those of you in your early teens, at this time, or your late teens with this energy. I feel for some of you here, this is where you're going to be forming your belief systems at this time with this energy, okay? And I feel like as you become older, you'll be more tolerant of other people's ideologies or other people's values and beliefs. But right now you're developing, those of you in your early 20s and late teens, you're developing your own judgment, your own belief system, your own values. But as you get older, that's going to change, because you're going to be exposed to other people's ways of living, belief systems, and stuff like that. So other people over time will influence these decisions, these ways of thinking that you make eventually. There is concern over your moral reputation, which makes you distrust new ideas, adhere to conservative and traditional religion and moral standards. This is an auspicious time for getting an inheritance. You can have karma with... What in the heaven? Okay, that was random. You can have karma with elder siblings. You have legal battles with family members, especially older ones. Hard lessons later on for those of you nearing your mid-30s. You can have hard lessons with older siblings or older people in your life, okay? So those of you in your late 20s. On the 16th at 6:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Venus enters Taurus. Your friendships and social/romantic relationships often begin in group activities, so you usually share the same interests with your spouse. You may have many friends, usually of the opposite sex, who's often an artist or musician. Your friendly, diplomatic nature and kindness to others gets the same from them, and they often help you fulfill your hopes and dreams. Your friends become romantic partners. Your romantic partners remain friends. This can be whoever has to leave your life, let them leave your life. So you can have a nasty falling out with friends. Change is happening. You have fixed square happening. I feel for some of you, opportunities to grow somewhere else at work can come abruptly, or even opportunities to make changes that you wanted to make or get away from a person or a situation may be coming up, but you're not so quick to leave, or you need to mull it over. Or this could be the squeaky wheel that gets the grease. So this could also be missed opportunities coming up for you, because for some reason Mercury and Saturn in your 9th house, you're overthinking the situation. On the 19th at 12:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters Aries. This is in your 10th house. Your career must be intellectually stimulating. You will probably succumb to restlessness and changes of jobs, or you could be reevaluating your career direction because you're bored, especially if nothing's happening at this time. So for some of you, you can be asking your job if there's anything that you could do to help you grow at this time. For others of you, you could be doing like a job transfer at this time because you're not feeling it. And then for others of you, this could be career changes. You may hold down 2 jobs to get that stimulation that you need or more. You pursue education, but only to fulfill professional ambitions, which are usually associated with education or communications. You're politically astute for some of you. You're able to communicate with the public and those in authority and have speech making and executive abilities. You're an excellent politician. For those of you who are in politics, you have a good organizing skill and ability to plan for the future. You're quick-minded and you like facts, but you're not always thorough in gathering them. You're cheerful, outgoing, bubbly, and optimistic and successful. You may receive good news from superiors, possibly in the form of promotion. It is a good time for those of you in media and social media, public speaking. Your parents may be worried about you for some reason because you're not contacting them as much as you should, or because for some of you here, you can be going through it emotionally because of your 9th house energy. So they can be worrying about you, about personal issues. You may need to speak publicly regarding some issues that make you nervous. Others seem to pay close attention and scrutinize you. This is a good time to take important career decisions, as you're more likely to have relevant facts. You may take on more responsibilities at work. On the 20th at 5:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, now remember, you have that big giant stellium in Aries, so this is a beautiful time for career. This could also be a time period for like work and home, or for some of you, you could be more focused on school or your social life at this time, especially those of you in your 20s and younger. So on March 20th at 5:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Sun enters Aries. This takes on the the traits of Capricorn, and this is all about climbing the corporate ladder. So superiors are likely to notice you, and it's quite possible that you could receive a raise or a promotion. A beautiful time for business picking up. Obstacles to career advancements are swept away, making progress easier. Your leadership is more popular now. Others with different agenda may try to lead you astray. It's best to keep your intentions secret. I feel with this energy, your career takes on greater than average importance now. You feel the need to improve your importance, so your career is usually successful and involves your whole personality, possibly at the expense of your relationships. You're ambitious and intrigued by power, which may make you too authoritative and dictatorial, so humble it down. You're a leader in whatever you do, and people pay attention to you. You may become arrogant or rebellious. If you let the attention go to your head in order for you to feel secure, you drive for significant, must be publicly useful. You're willing to work hard to obtain what you want. The most honor and recognition. Your family is often well-to-do, and you hate anything that brings disgrace and dishonor to you or your family. You often feel it's necessary for you to set proper example for others. This is a good time for politicians again, or anybody in the government who has a government job. On the 21st at 1:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the new moon in Aries in your 10th house. Busy, busy, busy. So this is like working home, working home, working home. Great time for business and career. So you can have a nervous breakdown because it can be too busy, too much going on. You may have to delve into self-care at this time and slow down. You can feel this energy 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after. You can be going through it on a personal level, and you can be telling people at school or work your problems at this time. So everyone is up to speed with your drama and your feelings in your personal life. All eyes are on you. A great time for those of you in media and social media, or this is a great time for those of you with your social life. Expect a lot of business over the next 2 weeks. Again, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after. It is a good time for dealing with the public, promotions, speaking engagements, or displays of products. Career changes may be on the horizon for some of you. Someone could be blowing smoke up your butt at this time. Remember, talk is super cheap at this time, so people's actions speak louder than their words or their social cues, because this could be a confusing time with the crushes, or you could be somebody could be leading you on, making you think that there's like a pot of gold at the end of the tunnel when there really isn't, so somebody could be like throwing you, like this could be like a manager throwing all their work on you because you know what you're doing, but at the same time you're not getting that manager pay. Okay, so know that, and and then on top of that, they're treating you disrespectfully, so be careful with this energy with other people. Then on March 23rd, 8:23 a.m., Pluto enters Aquarius. This is going to be in your 8th house. This is not going to be the easiest energy time for some of you. Pluto is all about blowing it up and building it back up. And Pluto in the 8th house is not different. It is about blowing it up and building it back up. So for some of you, is going to be the most difficult time for you. So you can find yourself, like right now, Pluto is going to go back into Aquarius, into Capricorn when it goes retrograde, right? So for some of you here, when Pluto enters 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after, you can feel this. Certain areas of your life, you're going to start all over. For better or for worse, energy is energy, and it depends what's going on in your chart, okay? Like if you have Saturn conjunct with Pluto, it means you're going to start all over, okay? So you can be starting over in certain areas of your life. For some of you, love relationships can be tested during this time period as well, because your values, wants, and needs can be changing. Your partner's values, wants, and needs can be changing as well. So at this time, instead of fighting and bickering about it, you can do that kind of sort of, but I really wouldn't here, because this could be an end of a relationship, okay? So I would be really careful with this, and I would just be more adaptable at this time with this energy, especially when it comes to love or relationships. You need to be about bigger picture and just go through the transformations at this time over the next 2 weeks, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after. For some of you, you could find yourself in a serious love relationship, and this could be like a beautiful time for new love coming in, and this love coming in is going to be serious. This is over the next 20 years, so this could be a long-term relationship for you that you could be coming up in. For some of you, this is a time for karma. This could be lessons with money coming up. This could be, for better or for worse, your financial situation changing with this energy. This is all about deconstruction and being adaptable and finding new ways to make money and finding creative ways to make more money with this energy for some of you. Or this is going to be a period here where working on the self with this energy, and this could be certain behaviors may no longer apply. This could also be dealing with your health, and health could be catching up with some of you at this time, or you could be more interested in health during this time period. And so when it's not well aspected, you're either going to be a religious fanatic, or you're trying to use spirituality. You're really getting, for some of you, you could be really getting into your voodoo, your juju, your pujas, your santerias during this time period as well, to get what you want during this time period. But remember, we have the South Node in Scorpio at this time, so it can get messy with that spiritual house. So I would be careful with thoughts become things. I would be careful with any kind of magic that you do decide to do, because it may backfire on you, or throwing psychic negative energy on other people, because it may backfire on you. Pluto is afflicted forming a fixed square, so this is change happening. So for some of you, this could be like in your own country. It doesn't necessarily have to deal with your sign in particular, even though you could be affected by it. So this could be like your currency could be changing at this time. We could be dealing with money. And so they could be like moving on to, instead of having like real currency, they could be moving on to the cards, because you know how that's always been like a debate kind of thing. This could be a deconstruction of your political system. That could be changing as well with this energy here. So for some of you, this could be dealing with money, inflation in your country as well. So this could be keeping secrets from people. You can be emotionally intense at this time. This could be coming out of your own shell, like romantically, especially if you those Cancers who haven't had a relationship in 20 years and stuff. You know how y'all are, okay? Haven't had a relationship in 20 years, like overthinking it and stuff like that. For some of you, somebody could be pursuing of you. My male crabs especially, you could be very aggressive now when it comes to love, all right, and looking for love and actively pursuing love at this time. So there was this listlessness and this stagnation, and now things are going to change, okay? So for some of you, you've been obsessing over somebody or playing games, or this person's been playing games with you and stuff like that. That might stop at this time, okay? Especially for my male crabs, and you could be asking this crush out during this time period as well. You're more active on your journey during this time period instead of sitting on your hands and stuff like that. For some of you, you've been about mother, and now you've been about mother or other people in your life, or other people or other relationships, and now you're going to put the focus and energy back on you during this time period as well. Then on the 25th at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mars enters Cancer in your first house. You are dictated by your emotional self. You can be moody, sensitive. Mars is a detriment in Cancer. You avoid confrontation rather than being direct, so you're tolerating a lot of stuff and you're going through it emotionally because you're not being confrontational. You may find yourself more popular with the opposite sex. Romantic encounters, parties, and social events are common, but be prepared for a certain amount of sexual tension to go unresolved for some of you, not all of you, okay? I feel like you can be more invested in your relationships, especially new friendships. You could be more invested in, or you could be more family oriented at this time. I feel for others of you, because Mars is not well aspected, you can be going through it emotionally at this time. You could be easily offended by others with this energy, or you could be tolerating situations but not really tolerating certain situations at this time, and kind of like freaking out internally and then talking about it to everybody else instead of confronting the issue or confronting certain situations. Your focus is sharper than usual, and you're very busy at this time. Practical progress is made towards your goals this week with this energy. Let me see. The first card I come up with is the King of Cups. You are more of a stickler of the rules during this time period. At this time, for some of you, you can be more focusing on career, focusing on school with this energy. The Sun card, this is a popular energy time for you. All eyes are on you. You are standing out. You are impressing the right people at this time, because others find you very reliable with this energy. Others of you, this could be like your unique talents at this time. You could be that that one person that does a specific job at work, you know, and people like that, and people like that you have your stuff together at this time. So you tend to stick out more than usual. So you can expect more responsibilities be given to you because you're trustworthy, and others tend to rely on you a little bit more. The Sun card, you're very giving with this energy as well, and very nurturing. Or this could be the energy, and other people in your life are very giving to you at this time. Again, you're like the doll baby at work this month with this energy. The Ten of Wands, you're taking on more responsibilities. Be careful of taking on other people's responsibilities at the home, because you may not be able to do it because you have a lot of things going on in your life. The Three of Swords, traveling could be coming up with this energy. For some of you, people from your past can be coming back to you during this time period. The Chariot card, I see a victory coming up, some much needed good news. Fate could be kicking in during this time period, so expect the unexpected, of course, with that 8th house. The Ace of Coins, creating your own reality, mastering your money situation. There could be a reversal of fortune with wealth, especially with Pluto in the 8th house here. Helping children, you could be more invested in your children or kids at this time. A great time for teachers. For some of you, you're working to create jobs for other people at this time with this energy. The Ten of Cups, your perspective and outlook on life is going to be changing for the better. For some of you, you could be you're a perfectionist at this time, so I would be careful with that. You are like not enjoying the process of certain things that you're going through at this time, and you can be a little bit uptight with this energy, so you kind of need to relax and go more with the flow. You prefer now to work more to yourself and kind of be more by yourself with this energy as well. The Nine of Cups, my yes card to whatever question I did not answer, is yes this month. The Four of Cups, you're more about your financial stability. You're more about your financial security at this time with this energy. I feel also you're just more about creating stability in your life. So you're not about the drama. You're not trying to invest in other people's drama at this time. You're kind of like being more to yourself and kind of staying out of other people's way this month. The Queen of Cups, reconnecting with somebody from your past. Try to go more with the flow. A lot of cup cards here with this energy, so let go of control and go with the flow this month. I feel that you are all about your stability and wanting better in life at this time as well. Who doesn't, right? Subscribe to the channel. I want better too. So anyway, so this is a beautiful time for that. So go with the flow. The Seven of Coins, something that you've been wanting. You could be thinking about reaching out to somebody, but you could be scared too. A great time to mingle if you're single during this time period, so why not? So you might have to wait till Pluto comes in before you get the balls to do this, okay? The Five of Cups, oh, you're going through it emotionally. I would be careful with that 9th house energy. Okay, because you could be driving yourself a little bit crazy. You could be like not thinking logically about certain situations at this time, or you're giving certain situations too much life with this energy. So try to forgive, let go, and move on from the past, okay? So 9th house energy could be bringing up a lot of past hurts at this time that you haven't healed from, because Saturn is also a healing energy in the 9th house, and whatever it's drudging up at this time, you need to acknowledge it instead of running from your problems. With this energy, instead of avoiding your responsibilities, you need to confront your responsibilities, or you need to acknowledge your part in a situation. And for a lot of us, sometimes that's easier said than damn done. The Eight of Wands, traveling coming up during this time period as well. For some of you, you could be receiving some much needed good news with this energy. The Ten of Coins, I see you happy on a financial level and an emotional level. The Tower card talks of changes coming up. Again, fate intervening. Okay, for some of you, this could be a move happening. For others of you, could be traveling for work. The Six of Wands, optimistic energy. I feel like this is a successful time for you because I see a lot of healing being done at this time, because success heals. Some of the success that you're coming into is going to be healing your old wounds at this time, okay? The Eight of Swords, yeah, you're going through it emotionally. You need to let go of those bones. Stop giving life to things that have already happened in your life, because it's not worth it, okay? The Six of Swords, I feel for some of you here that this could be your new normal coming up. For others of you, expect delays in traveling at this time with this energy. The Four of Wands, I feel for some of you here that you could be dealing with a Scorpio energy and somebody that's emotionally unavailable to you at this time with this energy, and you could be obsessed with this person. You could be replaying all the things that you guys did with each other in your head. The Ace of Swords, your perspective and outlook on life is going to be changing as well. You have a lot of influence over other people during this time period. The King of Wands, for some of you, this could be power struggles happening with relationships. And I feel like for some of you here, this is not the easiest time with relationships, especially with siblings, because you can be dealing with somebody that's very much stuck in their ways of thinking with this energy, and there's no talking to them. They're going to do what they want to do at this time. So you kind of have to like accept them for who they are. What you see is what you get. I do see a raise or a promotion coming up for you, of course. The Four of Coins, again, more about your stability. You're very cautious. You're not so quick to jump into anything new, but the universe itself has got Pluto in 8th house. Ooh, after the 23rd, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after, is gonna move you around. So expect the unexpected. Again, try to go with the flow. The World card, you have a lot of influence over other people at this time. You're mastering your money situation this month. The Seven of Swords, I feel for some of you here, keep your damn receipts, okay? Get the hell out of your damn head. Keep your receipts, because other people, like I said, you're the doll baby at work, but not everybody gonna like that. So you need to keep your receipts, because certain people are gonna try to throw you under the bus. They're really jealous of you. For others of you, you're not over the past, and you're not thinking logically at this time with this energy, and you're kind of like reliving or being in the past with this energy. So you kind of need to let go of that Mercury in Pisces and Saturn in Pisces. Either forgive, no matter how little or how big your part was, take a little bit of ownership from it, own it, and then try to move on. The Magician card, as above, so below with this energy. So try to keep the energy positive this month with this energy. I do see grief. I do see loss and separation. For some of you, this can be a crush or an ex coming back into your life. For others of you, this can be thoughts of the past and not over it with this energy. And then for others of you, certain people may reach out to you, but you two may start fighting all over again. I love you, my crabs. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And I'm going to have this week's horoscope up so you can click it right here. Kisses.